Hey friends, I'm going to show you how to do a nonfiction text reading log. It's pretty easy, so just follow along. The first thing you need to do is open up Epic, go to your profile, click on Mailbox down at the bottom, and then click on Nonfiction Books. Now when you click on Nonfiction Books, these were some that I found and I put into a collection for us, so you can scroll through and look at all these different titles that are available for you to choose from. There's lots of different subjects. If you notice, all of these titles are kind of short, just a few words, and they're very clear about what the book is going to be about. So there's a picture on the cover and then the title, you know exactly what you're going to be reading about when you choose a book, when it's nonfiction. So the book that I selected is called Earth and Moon. I think space is really cool, so I want to read more about it. There's photos, there's illustrations, there's captions, there's headers, and most of all, there's facts. So the facts that I'm reading about when I'm reading about Earth and Moon, those facts are going to be my details when I do my reading log. So there's lots of things. I know that anything that's in a nonfiction book is going to be a fact. So each sentence, I could really use almost all of them. But I'm going to choose the most important ones to include in my reading log. Some nonfiction books have little activities with directions and steps on if you want to do some science work at home. So that's what this page is all about. And then something else I love about nonfiction text is that it always includes a glossary. A glossary has important words from the book that you may not know the definition of, so it explains what the words mean. So now I can open up the activity on Seesaw. It's called the Nonfiction Reading Log. So I am just going to begin filling out my reading log. I know the title of my story is Earth and Moon, so I'm going to use my pen tool to write it all out. You can also choose to add a text box. Just remember that sometimes you'll need to put a period and sometimes you'll need to capitalize and other times you won't. So I am just going to handwrite all of mine out. Title is Earth and Moon. So when we think about what was that story about, it was about the Earth and Moon and what they do in space. So I'm going to complete this part of the reading log. So now I'm just going to go through what were 3 facts or details or things that I remember from the story that I can write down in my reading log. One of the most important things about the Earth is that we know it travels around the sun. That was on the very first page of the story, so I know it's really important that I know. So that's going to be my first detail. The Earth travels around the sun. Another detail that I'm going to write about is that the Earth is always moving. So we can't feel it at all, but the Earth is constantly moving or rotating. So that's going to be my second detail. Okay, I just have one detail left, and I know I want it to be something about the moon, since my first two details were about the Earth, and the story had both things, the Earth and the moon. So I'm going to find a factor detail about the moon and then write it in here. The moon looks different every night. So now that I am done with my reading log, I am just going to press the green check to submit it, and then I can choose a different book that I want to read on Epic.